I, Freddie Lee, promise not to compete in organized competitions of combat. I will only use the techniques during times of safe sparring and when my life and others' lives are in danger, while following the guidelines of the law established in my state. Alright, as you saw earlier, that was a promise not to compete. I expect everybody to make that promise if they wish to become a disciple of this art. If you still wish to compete, then I advise to practice something else, another art, and get that competition side of you. Fulfill that competitiveness within you, and then when you're ready, when you're sick of competition or you think you want to move on, then you could come back and try to become a disciple for this art. Here I'm just demonstrating sit-ups. Just do as many sit-ups as you can in a minute. You're not going to have perfect form because it's based on time, but just try to go all the way up and all the way down. Try to touch your elbows to your thighs or to your knees. And here, do as many push-ups as you can in a minute. It's not going to be perfect form because, like I said, it's based on time. So you just go as far up and as far down as you can. I want you to at least try to touch your chin to the ground, touch your nose to the ground, touch your chest to the ground, and try to pop up and try to lock out your elbows. Like right now in the video, it looks like I'm not locking out my elbows, but when I'm doing it, I feel my elbows locking out. So, but it's just that when you do it really fast, it looks like you're not locking it out. But just try to lock out your elbows when you get up, and then go down. I want you to almost pretty much touch your nose to the ground or your chin. Do as many as you can in a minute. Right here, just do as many squats as you can in 1 minute. And I want you to squat down. Try to have your legs parallel to the ground. This one shouldn't be too difficult. The push-ups is, it just takes, if you can't do it, then you just got to keep practicing the push-ups until you can't do it. Squats is not that hard. Most people should be able to do it. Just try to go your legs parallel to the ground. And I think these are the main three, the only three that are really based on time. So the form is not going to be perfect. So I'm not looking for like perfect form, but just try to get the best form that you can while going pretty fast. Alright, jump rope. I'm not showing the whole time. I'm supposed to do it for at least 5 minutes, but because I want to keep this short, I'm just showing a little bit because I only got 10-minute limit, so I had to cut that down. But you want to do the jump rope for as long as required. Depending on your age and depending on your gender will dictate what you have to do, how many reps or how long you have to do each exercise. This one I'm holding the front kick. So you hold the front kick, hold it on both legs, right and left. I'm not doing it on both legs because I only have 10 minutes and I want to get everything in there for this 10 minutes. So hold it for both legs, the front kick for both legs, and then here hold the side kick for both legs. You want the side kick to come up where you make at least a 90-degree angle. If you can make it more than that, then that's great. And then try to hold the front kick parallel to the ground. This one is called the L hold. Just hold yourself up. You could do it from the floor. If you have two parallel bars, it'll be a lot easier. But just hold that position. This works your abs to show you have ab strength. So I'm trying to get like an overall fitness for the whole body. So it's not just like strong chest and that's it. I want everybody to have well-rounded fitness in order to show that they're ready to practice this art, the techniques and stuff like that. Here I remade the video doing one-arm push-ups because the other one that I did, I was going too fast and the form wasn't looking all that great. So then for this one, because it's not based on time, it's based on reps, I want a little better form. So you want to go all the way up until your elbow locks out, and then go all the way down till your nose touches the ground. So I want try to get the best forms you can for the one arm push-up. And you notice my legs are spread farther apart. That's going to make it easier. The closer you have your legs, the harder it's going to be. But for this one, I just have your legs far apart and just do the required amount of reps, and do it on both arms. Alright, this will show that you have pretty good upper body strength, which is, something that I want all disciples to have. I want them to have a good overall strength. And I got the idea from having fitness requirement having a fitness requirement. I got that actually from law enforcement, because in law enforcement they have something called a power test, where police officers or people that want to be police officers have to fulfill exercise requirements in order to get hired. If you don't fulfill it, it doesn't matter how knowledgeable you are or whatever, you simply won't get hired. So that's where I got the idea, and I think that's how it should be for martial artists as well. You should be able to meet the fitness standards, and if you don't meet it, then you should practice something else. You shouldn't practice martial arts. That's the way I feel. And not only that should you meet it, I expect people to meet it for their entire lifetime. So they should be fit their whole life. If you lose your fitness, then I'd say you cease to be like a martial artist in my eyes. And they don't do that really in law enforcement, maybe only in a few, maybe like LAPD, and that's it. But most law enforcement, you get in there, you're fit in there, and then you lose it later on, you're still a police officer, they still allow you to be. But in my art, it's not like that. You have to remain fit your whole lifetime, and you have to recertify every single year to show that you've been maintaining your fitness. If you lose your fitness, then you're going to have to stop practicing the technique training and go back to the fitness, to the foundation, and get fit again before you even start practicing techniques again. So I say the foundation is the fitness, and I want everybody to be fit if they're going to represent this art. So every single year they have to recertify. If they do not, then they'll lose their status as being an official disciple. Here I'm just doing some push or pull-ups. It's not based on time. You just do as many reps as you can. So go all the way up, all the way down. You see, don't cheat by not going all the way down. A lot of people don't go all the way down. Just go all the way down and then go all the way up, just like that. That shows your general fitness for your back. Here I'm doing some dips. All you gotta do is just grab 2 chairs, or you could do it at the park. You could find something to grab to just do some dips. This one is not based on time, it's based on reps. Try to go all the way down, all the way up, or at least go down until your elbows are like 90 degrees. Right now I'm going past 90 degrees, which is going to make it a little bit harder. But you don't have to go that low if you don't want to. Just go down to your arms at about 90 degrees and then pop back up, and then do as many reps as you can of the dips. This is for triceps and chest mainly. Here's the upside down wall push-up. You just get the support of the wall and just start popping out push-ups while upside down. This shows your general fitness from your shoulders. You notice that pretty much most of every exercise that I'm doing, you don't really need any. I'm not using any weights. So most of this stuff you could do without equipment. And as a martial artist, that's pretty much what you want to do. Be able to have a lot of different strength without using weights. And here I'm doing a bench press. If you don't have access to bench press, then I guess you could skip this one. But if you do have a bench press, go ahead and do the bench press and do the required amount, the percentage of your weight. Right there, I'm doing 225. I did it 11 times at that time, and I weighed 150. So it's based on, my requirements is based on your weight and your gender, and that'll dictate how many you gotta do. You gotta do 10 reps of your weight. Here I'm just showing the flexibility training. You gotta be able to get close to doing the splits, and you gotta touch your toes, go past your toes, show your flexibility.